Hello students, welcome to the MongoDB lab. Today we are going to discuss on how to use size operator in document in MongoDB. So what is size operator basically? So size operator matches any array within the number of elements specified by the argument. So in other words, size operator in MongoDB returns the count, number of elements present in an array field. So, so basically I'm using here document name students. So I'll drop it. So here I'm using document named students. So in this I have a record ID field which is primary key, name, Lakshmi, subject, she has taken Python. So if it's more than one subject, we have to include in a square bracket. That means it is an array. So marks. So it is she has more than one marks, then it has to be enclosed within the square bracket. That means it is an array. Shifa Banu, her subjects are C++, Java, Python, and she has secured 95 and 80. And Deepika, Shisha Pearl, and she has scored 91, and so on. So we'll see how to use size operator in select documents. So size basically. So size I am specifying as 3 here. So how to use the syntax here? db students dot find. So inside that you have to make use of array name on which size operator you are applying. You are going to apply size operator on marks array. So it's you can clearly you can see marks is an array. So you not apply size, it should be array. So here applying the size array. So marks whose size is 3 will be fetched. We'll see what are the marks which are having the size 3. So marks Akash is having 3. You can see size of marks is 3. Deepika has 1. So Deepika has Shifa has 2. So Lakshmi has 3. So size operator 3 means it will fetch the records whose size is 3. So Lakshmi and followed by Akash will be fetched because size of marks is 3. So I'm going to execute this. Click on execute button. Click on yes. I think there is some problem. I'll check it out. Okay, not inserted. That is the I forgot to insert guess. So click on yes button. So clearly you can see 4 records I have inserted. So uh, 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 name of the person whose size of array is 3 is Lakshmi and Akash. Clearly you can see 3 elements are present. So here the query I'm executing in order I'm uh, I'm fetching the details of persons whose size of marks is 3. Size of array is 3. So I'll click here execute button. Yes. So clearly you can see Lakshmi, her array size is 3. Scrolling down, Akash he also has size of array is 3. So suppose I'll give size as 2, then it will match the marks size is 2. So we'll see whose name is 2. Clearly you can see Shifa Banu has marks whose size of array is 2, 95 and 80. So Shifa Banu's details will be fetched. Click on execute button. Clearly you can see Shifa Banu's details fetched because her size of array is 2. So next I'll give it as 1. So where is 1 present? Deepika. she has only one score. So size of array that is marks is 1. So her details will be fetched. So you can see Deepika. She has only one marks, 91. Coming down below, these are the explanation. So dbstudents.find fetches the documents from the student collection. So field name, so marks. In order to apply size operator on any field, that field should be array. It must be array. So size 3 matches the documents where marks array contains exactly 3 elements. So size is equal to 2. If I specify, it matches the documents where marks array contains exactly 2 elements. Please note that important notes size operator works only with arrays and it checks for the exact length, not greater or less than. You cannot use third point is you cannot use comparison operators like greater than or equal to, less than or less than or equal to directly with size operator. So in order to check field existence in MongoDB, we can use exist operator. This completes size operator. Then we are now moving to exist operator. So exist operator, if applied on field, checks whether the field is present in the document or not. So the basic syntax for using is field followed by the exist boolean value true or false. Boolean value means true or false. So I will drop it. So I will repeat it once again. What is the use of exist operator? Exist operator checks whether the field is present in the document or not. So here I am inserting sample records. Sample records. It consists of ID, primary key, that is name followed by followed by age and grade. Yes, secured. So I'll click on execute button. So totally 5 records have been successfully inserted. So we'll find this whether they inserted successfully. Click on S. So clearly you can see the details which is inserted into the record student details. That is Abhinandan, Kushal, Manjunath, followed by Yasin Sarif and Karnakar Babu. So we'll come to the exist operator. So exist operator, it's applied on age. It checks whether the age exists in a particular record. If it exists, it will be displayed. We'll see where age is existing. Abhinandan for age exists, it's true. It's 18. So Kushal for age exists, it's true. Both Abhindan and Kushal will be fetched. And Manjunath, his age is not here. So it's not present. So this Manjunath record will not be displayed. Coming to Yasin Sarif, this record will be displayed since age is here. His age is 22. Coming to Karnakar Babu, age given as null. So we'll execute this query. What happens? We'll check. Click on yes button. So clearly you can see age. Abhinandan details are fetched. Kushal details fetched. Come down, scroll down. Yasin Sarif his details are fetched since it consists of age. So age. Karnakar Babu's also it has records has been fetched because age field is present. Suppose you don't want to display whose age is null. You can modify the query as follows. Control C. You can give here comma not equal to. So what this does is it checks for the field age exist. It will fetch. If this age is equal to, I'll make not equal to null, then it will be displayed. Should not be equal to null. So what happens here? Clearly we can see. So I'll show you what is the output here. So here Abhinandan age is 18, it has displayed. Kushal age, it has displayed. Manjunath record will be missed since age field does not exist. This condition has become false here for Manjunath. Yasin Sarif age is specified here. So Karanakar Babu details will not be fetched. Since I have given here condition, I have added here condition not equal to null. Since his age is null, it will not be, Karanakar Babu's age will not be displayed. So this is the content. So Abhinandan, Kushal and Yasin Sarif details will be displayed. So clearly you can see Abhinandan, Kushal and Yasin Sarif. All the three records have age. Whereas Karnakar Babu age is null. It won't be displayed because I have added a condition not equal to null. Suppose I will make it is equal to null, then Karnakar Babu's record will be displayed. Since I have made it as equal to null condition. Click on S here. So clearly you can see. So grade it will check two conditions. Age should be present. Uh, both the conditions should be should be satisfied. Age should be present and it should be equal to null. So only one record as null. That is Karnakar Babu. And I will change it to not equal to. Sorry. Mm. So coming here, I made it as exist as false. So what this means is, so record where age does not exist, that record will be displayed. We'll see here Manjunath. So for Manjunath, uh, age field is not there. So that record will be displayed. Click on play button. Click on yes. So clearly you can see Manjunath record has been displayed. So here there is another query. I'm checking it for whether age exists and age should not be 18. So age should not be 18. Whose age is 18? Abhinandan age. So two conditions should be satisfied. Age should be there and age should not be 18. So other records, Kushal record will be displayed. His age is not equal to 18. Manjunath will not be displayed. Yasin Sharif will be displayed. Execute. Click on yes button. Yes. So clearly you can see Kushal, Yashin Sharif and Karnakar Babu. Age is null. Be displayed. So if you don't want null value to be displayed, you can make use of comma here and now dollar not equal to null. So here Karnaka Babus will not be fetched because you are assigning the condition not equal to age not equal to null. Three conditions: age should exist, age should be greater than 18. So this Abhinandan record will not be displayed. And third condition is age should not be null. So this record Karnakar Babu's record will be displayed. In other words, Kushal and Yasin Sarif only two records will be displayed. I hope you got my point. We can clearly see here. Abhinandan, Kushal, and Yashin Sharif records are displayed. Ranakar Babu's record is not displayed because its age is null. I given the condition not equal to null. So coming to here, we are going to execute another query. Here it checks for the whether age exists and age should not be equal to null. Age should not be equal to null. I'll click on yes. So clearly see this is the output it appears. This I have changed little bit. So age should exist true for all the field age should exist and it should be equal to null. So Karnakar Babu only record is having age as null. So this record only will be displayed. So click on this. Clearly you can see Karnakar Babu his age is null because I have given the condition as equal to null. So now next query is I'm making a use of exist. That is age should exist in every record and age should be greater than 22. We'll check it is greater than or equal to 22. This will fail because Abhinandan age is below 22. Kushal is below 22. Manjunath age does not exist. Yasin Sharif, it will fetch the record. So we'll execute it. Click on yes. So clearly you can see Yasin Sharif, his age is greater than or equal to 22. It has displayed. So this is the another similar to the previously I executed query. This query only is I'm using projection. It display projection. So I'll make it as I don't want to display ID underscore. You should give as 0 here. So name I given as 1 and age 1. This means only name and age will be displayed. I'll select it and execute it. So clearly you can see Yasin Sharif only and age has been executed. Oh yes, in serif record displayed because it's only the record having the age greater than 22. So to summarize, you can summarize query name. It exists means to check if field is present. Indicate field should be present. Name exist false. It means that field is missing. Field is absent. So name exists true and not equal to null means present and should not be null. I hope you got the. I understood. You have. I hope you understood the concept of exist operator. Now we'll come to another example. I'll execute this one. Click on yes. So here I given some this one ID primary key name email Abhinandan Abhi address. This may be a temporary permanent address. Mysore and Bangalore verified false gender male. Bhumika and its details, city she resides, Manjunath details, and this fourth record, final record does not have any name. We'll see how to use this exist operator here. So execute it. So four records got inserted. So coming to this query, I'll highlight it. So it checks whether name exist in all the records. So only the fourth record here does not contains num. Rest of the records will be displayed. Yes. So here output appears. Abhinandan, Bhumika, Manjunath. Both record will not be displayed since it does not contain name. So here coming to your next query, it uses exist is equal to true and should not be null. That is name should not be equal to null. We'll click on done. So here this is the result. Coming to here exist is equal to false. It means that name should not appear in this record. We'll check it out where name does not appear. It appears in first record name, second record Bhumika it contains, third record name it contains, fourth record it does not contain. Fourth record matches. So if we give as exist false, then it will fetch the records where name is not present. Click on yes. Clearly you can see name is not present here. The fourth record. I'll close it. Coming to nested field, I'll show you how the nested field is. So clearly you can see address. Inside address, city is there. City is an array. So inside array we are giving two places, Mangalore and Udupi. For Manjunath and for this one same for Bhumika, Hubli, Davangere. This is the nested document. Sorry, nested field address dot city. It should be accessed as address dot city. Similarly, Abhinandan gives address. So So this is how you access the check address and city. You check whether their address dot city is present or not. So if this field is present, then its records will be fetched. Click on yes. It fetches the details. Abhi's address is there and Bhumika's address is there and Manjunath address is also. So address dot city is not present in fourth record. Fourth record will not be displayed. So I'll make use of another this one. So I'll make it as false. What happens here? It will fetch those records where address dot city is not present. That is fourth record. You can see fourth record here. I will show you. In fourth record, address and city is not present. In rest of the record is fetched. Record is present. So this record will be fetched. Record number 4. Execute it. So it has fetched. So it does not contain any address dot city field. So if you want in documents to check for the city exist and it is not null, so this is the syntax for this. So you have to give student db dot student details dot find address dot city nested field. You have to check for the field, then you have to give exist true, and that address and city should not be equal to null. Yes, click on yes. Clearly you can see the result here. These three records have the result. So update menu, I have already discussed this. I'll skip this part. Update statements. I'll skip this part since I've already discussed. I have videos discussing on update single update one and update many. Update one and update many. I will execute this query. So basically db dot student details, since it contains exist, I will explain you. So in update many, we are going to execute update multiple records. Update one, we are going to update single record. So here, instead of putting condition, I'm putting a condition here, db dot student details update many. If the email exists, it checks for the field email. If it exists only, then it will set the verified is equal to true. Verified field will be set to true. I hope you got the logic. I'll execute it. It checks for the field email. Email is present, then it will set the field verified to true. So it has matched two records, is updated to three records. Then I will execute this. So wherever email is present, it will set the field verified to true. So clearly you can see verify true. Wherever email is present, Bhumika, true, verified. Last Manjunath, verified true. Execute, I will executing again. So this is an example. Before executing the query, I'll copy this query. You can perhaps consider this example before executing this query. I'll consider this example. It contains name, email, that is navin at gmail.com, and the second record consists of only name. It does not contain email. So if I execute this one query for if I execute this query, I'll highlight it for this record. So it will check where email is present. So first record Naveen, it contains email. So it automatically verified will be automatically set to true, or it will be added verified true. So second record, it does not contain email ID. It will be skipped. I hope you got the logic. So here is the summary. Only documents with email field gets updated. So if you want to update only unverified emails, if you want to avoid updating already verified users. So example 3, I will cover it in next video because this video becomes very lengthy. So I will stop it. I hope you understood the how exist works. So guys, I'll see you in next video.